Okay, so we're talking about James Cox and Henry Cox, the guys that were making CP and arrested for having 15 different phones and all kinds of stuff that they were making child and their stuff in their home. And according to news reports, they were doing this with the neighborhood kids. Now, the younger son did work for DCF, and she's saying a lot of other child victims could have been in the system and not necessarily neighborhood kids. So that's true. They could have had more victims. But according to this news report, they did have victims that were in the neighborhood. And, Baby asked a really good question. Like, who does that? Who lets their kids, like in this day and age of 2024, who lets their kids go play with the old man down the street? He ain't got no kids. They even said, like, they don't think anybody else lived there. Henry's kids are grown. And they acted on the news like they just giving these kids over to the old guy. Like he plays Santa. They just trust in him. And this lady that's crying on the news in the neighborhood, she's more upset for Henry than she is for the children that were abused by them, which I find very, very odd. But you guys want to know who does this? Who does this? What kind of people let their kids go play with the neighborhood kid? People who all go to church together. I bet you they all went to that St. Quinas of Thomas church together. His daughter-in-law was the principal there, Maura Tu Cox. And you can look up Maura Cox. She was a principal at St. Thomas Aquinas School for 20 years. Now she's working over in Vero Beach as an assistant principal. Same Catholic church. Something happened in 2018-19 because she got transferred, I guess. Wasn't that about the same time that Stephen Stearns came into Jennifer Soto's life, supposedly? I just find that a little ironic. My friend Cindy keeps saying there's some significance with the year 2018, which I find very interesting because there is some significance with that date. Because the guy David Solomon that came out dropping all these names, one of those names that I looked into, Eric Reinhold, he's got a social media account, Twitter, and I'm telling you, he's only got stuff on there in 2018. It's like the only year he posted. It's so freaking weird. Like after 2018, the guy went silent. He's still alive. He's still around. He just ain't posting on Twitter no more. At least not on that account, unless he changed his name, which I don't think he did because, like I said, you can still find information on him. All these freaking coincidences are just too much for me. I'm starting to feel like this whole thing is just one big cult.